likes it. Hey everybody, Dave Nassy here at Next Level Guitar. How you doing? Really excited about this Inspired By lesson. We're gonna do some great licks in the styles of somebody that I have just recently kind of come to discover and love myself. Hey everybody, you know what I'm gonna say. This is that great moment in the video where all you gotta do is click on that link that you see below in that YouTube text box. What do you get if you click on that link? Well, you're gonna get a lot of information that's not available on YouTube. First, you're gonna get a video, and you're gonna get a free coinciding ebook that has scales, chord diagrams, and all the information that you need to make yourself a better player. So all you gotta do is just click on that link below. These are gonna be some fantastic things. We're gonna work in the key of G, and we're gonna combine major and minor, pentatonics I should say. We're gonna work in some various positions on the fretboard, but what's kinda nice, and what I think is a great part about this gentleman's tone, is on a Tele, on a Les Paul, on any guitar you can do this. We're gonna pick some of these licks a little bit further back on our guitar because of the tension, and with the slight broken up sound of our distortion, we get that cool old school kind of fuzz effect, and I really like that a lot. So in this business of combining major and minor, let's look at some of the scales that we're gonna first initially attack in this position, in case you're at all unfamiliar with how major and minor pentatonics work. So we have, of course, our traditional minor shape. We're gonna have even, I bet you, some of that blues shape in there that we're gonna use. And throughout this lesson, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure and refer to the notes or the intervals of the notes, so that way we're really aware of what's going on. With the major, we're gonna think about that. Let's dive right in with some licks that we can talk about. So the first thing I'm gonna do is this one. Really cool lick where I'm taking this flatted third, and I'm gonna pull it a half step. I'm gonna pull it a half step into the major, and then I'm gonna actually fret that major with a hammer on. From that D note there, I'm gonna finish ultimately outlining that chord shape. That's gonna be a cool lick that we can work in there. So within here, and thinking of this chord shape, we have this lick to start. And that's a nice way to kind of work that in there. Let's take another fun lick that we can play that's going to use some major and minor pentatonic, and slowly it looks just like this. Then I'm going to go. Then I'm going to take my middle finger and that's a fun phrase. Resolving to that G and ultimately outlining the voicing of that chord again. So a little bit quicker. Any of those ways that we can end that, you know, we're kind of in that classic B.B. King kind of area. And I'm picking back here as much as I possibly can to keep some of those cool tones and some of those notes in there. So again, let's take a look at this lick. Now I'm going to turn my body this way so you can kind of see my pick hand. Sometimes I will use my middle finger, or I will use a little bit of hybrid picking as I go through this. Just so you know, you can rake into some of those bends for a nice effect. But we're all thinking about really ultimately resolving to that G there. So what's something else that we can do that's going to outline these chord shapes, right, or these different inversions of these triads? Here's a really cool lick here. I love that. That's a nice mixture of major and minor with a little bit of chord. So I'm going to bend this guy up, and I bend that up slowly, ultimately trying to shoot for a whole step there. I'm going to go down to my B, outline the D chord shape there. Go to my C, which is the fourth, and I'm going to slide up into that interval. And we love those thirds in the way that we can build that. That would be like building a third chord off of my root note being here.